Welcome back. We began the show with some highlights from Friday night at Lernerville Speedway. So let's take a look at some more racing action from the evening. In the 25-lap sprint car feature, front row starters Brent Mattis in the white 33 and Kevin Schaefer in the yellow number 9 would each lead a lap before the caution flies on lap 2. With 10 laps in the books, Brent Mattis, father of last week's winner 17-year-old Brandon, led the early going with Schaefer in second. Going through turns 3 and 4, Jimmy Light, who was running third, makes contact with Bobby Rankin to bring out a caution. On the restart, Schaefer works the outside of Brent Mattis down the backstretch. He has a slight advantage going into turn 3. Coming off of turn 4, he is able to squeeze by to lead the lap. A lap later, points leader Carl Bowser runs the cushion and is able to move into the runner-up position after starting 11th. Here we have Andy McKisson running 5th in the yellow Zero machine, while the 44 of Pete Landrum passes to his outside and Eric Williams in the 7 takes away a spot on the inside. Off of turn 4, Landrum has the advantage. On lap 16, Bowser gets a head of steam off of turn 2 and rockets past Schaefer and into the lead. After a restart with 8 laps to go, Bowser pulled out to a comfortable lead while Schaefer and the 5 of Travis Philo swapped the runner-up position a few times. Second place points man Rod George overcame an earlier spin in the race to challenge for a top 5 spot. Here he takes a position away from Brent Mattis. McKisson's top 5 run came to a sliding halt in turn 4 on the white flag lap. In a 2-lap shootout, Philo and Schaefer vied for the second spot as Carl Bowser goes on to take his 3rd checkered flag of the season. Carl, congratulations on the win. You had your work cut out for you starting at 11th.
Yeah, we really did. One thing this year we've been really good at, kind of pretty much any track, but the guys give me a really good car every night, and it's pretty easy to drive through the field.
And it seems like it really was hooked up on the top side there.
Yeah, it was. There was just enough of cushion around the top to lean on a little bit, and most of the guys weren't running up there, so I just lean right on the curb, and away we went.
And talk about the battle with Schaefer there to get the lead.
Yeah, I was gaining on him, and I probably waited about 2 or 3 laps till I showed him all my cards, because I wanted to wait till I could be close enough to get past him and not have to worry about another slider on him coming back into the next corner, but it worked out well.
And your closest competitor in the championship, Rod George, had some misfortune. He came back, but you gained and heading towards that championship.
Yeah, we're getting close. This is about the time of the year you start thinking about it and talking about it, so it's not bad. I mean, I say all the time that they have to put an asterisk on this one. It's the first year that Edlins Jr. hasn't run for a championship, but at the same time, we've been really competitive and had a really good car, you know, every night. So it's definitely be a good thing to add my name to that list if it all works out.
2 races remain, and Bowser could clinch the title next week. Philo beat Schaefer to the line to finish 2nd. Eric Williams came home 4th, with Rod George recovering to complete the top 5. Boom Briggs would lead the early laps of the 25-lap late model feature. However, this race would be all Jared Miley in the H1. Here he splits the 111 of Brian Swartzlander and Mike Pegger Jr. in the number 1 Cochran ride. Miley would use the outer groove to pressure Briggs for the lead. As they head into turn 1, Briggs goes low while Miley works to his outside. Off of turn 2, Briggs slides high and Miley has to check up. It's the same at the other end of the speedway. Briggs dives low into turn 3 while Miley looks for a way around the 99B. At the line, Miley again must check up to avoid contact. Less than a lap later, Miley tries his luck on the low side, but to no avail as they exit turn 4. On the next lap, Miley again tries the outside of Briggs in 3 and 4 to challenge for the lead. As they start down the front stretch, Miley has enough momentum to carry him past Briggs and into the lead. Miley would encounter some heavy traffic as the laps wound down. However, he had a significant lead on Briggs, who had his hands full trying to fend off the black 2J of Mike Johnson. Miley would go on to score a convincing victory.
Jared, congratulations on the win. That was quite a move that you made to close on Boom.
Yeah, I knew from the start I wanted to get to like the middle or the top of the racetrack. You know, our car is usually pretty good right there, and that's what we set up to do, and it worked out pretty good.
I was going to say the top seemed to be working well for you, but it seemed like he maybe closed the door on you. You had to check up.
Yeah, I had to, he was coming up there off the bottom, and I knew if I could get beside him in the middle of the corner that he would give me room coming off. Me and him raced together a lot, and, you know, we've never had any problems like that or anything, but, you know, the car was good, and everything worked out good tonight.
And you took a shot at him on the inside, I think it was through 3 and 4, but didn't seem like your car was working there.
Now, the bottom, I had to brake my momentum too much, and I couldn't get off as straight and as fast as I wanted to. I kind of knew that. I was just trying to go there just to make him think I was going inside, and then I actually tried to pass him on the outside, so just to try to confuse him a little bit.
And you did a great job picking your way through the traffic. There was a boatload of cars there towards the end.
Yeah, I actually look forward to getting lap traffic. Usually I look for it as an advantage to stretch your lead out there and get some cars between you and who's ever trying to catch you. So, you know, the car was good in lap traffic, as it usually is, and you know, we started in the top 10, and they're 6th, and, you know, we were pretty good tonight.
Of course, next week is the Red Miley Rumble. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Does a win like this, even though at a different track, give you momentum?
Oh, sure. You know, last probably 4 or 5 races, I think we've been second 3 or 4 times and a third, and now we got a win. So the car's been decent. We just need to make it a little bit better, and you know, that a win in that race would be, you know, pretty important to us because, you know, we haven't had one yet. So looking forward to it.
Briggs held off Johnson for 2nd place. Doug Eck was 4th, with Pegger in the 5th spot. And in the sportsman feature, Wayne Carbo took the checkers for the first time in nearly 3 years. Bob Egley, Corey McPherson, AJ Flick, and Mike Miller round out the top 5. There is more Pit Pass right after this.
When you think golf carts, think Jake's Custom Golf Carts. With over 300 stock and lifted carts at their shop, you'll find the cart you need or have Jake's build one to your specs. Custom airbrushing, lift kits, sport shifters, rear seats. You name it, with the expertise and craftsmanship people have come to expect from Jake's. Come see for yourself why Jake's is the nation's premier golf cart provider. Jake's Golf Carts, Route 522 McVeigh Town. Online at jakesgolfcarts.com.